Welcome back to Pop It, your pop culture game show with me, Matt Rebar, and today it's a rematch, bringing back at the same time Michelle, Allie, and Shar. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good, good. I'm
Good.
excited.
And before we begin, I do want to extend the floor a little bit to Shar first because a couple weeks ago we were trying to talk about topics. We didn't end up filming it, but the Summer House shenanigans. I don't even watch Summer House, but everyone was talking about Summer House, how it's basically a Vanderpump Rules situation, but like worse. Shar, do you have this? Is not, I'm not gonna do points, but do you want to like share a little bit of your take on the whole Summer House situation?
No, I mean, I just think that Amanda was absolutely disgusting for hooking up with West. And I'm excited for the reunion. I'm actually surprised that they both decided to do it. I really thought at least Amanda was gonna chicken out. Like she's gonna definitely have to face the music. But yeah, I'm Team Sierra when it comes to the situation. Thousand
Yeah.
percent.
We're gonna when the reunion comes out, we're gonna have to have a watch on it. And I've always wanted to launch Pop It Plus, which is like Apple Plus, with the same amount of viewership, which is low. But to talk about more in depth of these kind of things, because I like did not know much about Summer House, but I heard the story and I was like scandalized. I was like,
There's so many layers. There's so
so
many layers.
so many layers. And speaking of layers, let's start with our first topic of tonight. Of course, as you know, 5 topics, each contestant 30 seconds each. I got to get my timer ready. And the first topic is, well, it's kind of a choose your own adventure because we are talking about Coachella. Everyone has 30 seconds to talk about their favorite part or maybe their least favorite part, what upset them, what interested them, and just kind of give you all the different things. I'm going to try and get through this really quick. Madonna came on with Sabrina Carpenter, and then Madonna's clothes got stolen, and then apparently there's a new collab between Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter, and then Sabrina versus the Zagruta. There was that whole thing as well. Justin Bieber's YouTube throwback set. Is it lazy? Was it genius? Cat's Eyes Manon comes on a Pink Pantheress. She's leaving Cat's Eye. That whole drama. Olivia Rodrigo joined Addison Rae for Headphones On, and her new song Drop Dead. Somber with Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. Interesting. I mean, so many things. I'm excited to hear what everyone's favorite Coachella moment was, and we'll start with Allie. Your 30 seconds start. I want to get my timer now.
Okay, so mine was actually from this previous weekend, for Justin Bieber's set round two. He brought out Billie Eilish to be the one less lonely girl. And it was such a win for fangirls everywhere, just knowing that she was such a big fan of his and this meant so much to her. She was literally crying. I also loved that Haley was the one who like pushed her to go up there and do it. I thought that was really sweet because she knew how much it meant to her. I just thought that was a really good moment. It was like not planned, completely unexpected. It was just nice off the cuff, nice little Coachella moment. And I did like
That's
Justin's first
that's your
weekend too.
time. Oh, woo. Maybe lost a point on that one, Allie. I'll tell you that. Over to Shar. Shar, what was your Coachella highlight or low light?
Yeah, I think in real time, seeing Justin said, I was like a bit confused, but I went back and watched it. And I think like he really healed his like inner child. Once I read somewhere online, I mean, he did sell his whole catalog. So it was kind of genius the way that he did it. It was like he did a snippet of every song, but not enough to pay the people that bought his catalog. So that was genius. My favorite performance was obviously the Strokes. They were phenomenal. I'm looking forward to seeing them in Cleveland. Um,
That's your
that's
time. And good to know you want to go because I also want to go. And Thundercats opening. Fun fact. So that's going to be like, sometimes when the
Ooh,
opener, you're like, we'll see if I'm there for the opener. We are
yeah.
seated for Thundercat. I'm from the jump. That's for sure. All right, over to our chanteuse, Michelle. Thoughts on Coachella this season?
Yes. Okay. So as much as I love Sabrina and her bringing out Madonna, and I will be a Sabrina stan all day for the rest of my life, but I agree with Allie. My favorite moment was the Billie Eilish moment. And because not only was she a little fangirl and it was like that full circle moment, but to me, it's like they both got famous so fast, so young that it's almost like he's kind of like a big brother, like watching over her and like taking her under his wing. But also, I agree with that. I was thinking like he looks so healed and healthy and happy, and that just like warmed my
That's
heart for him.
that's your
So
time. That's your time. I gotta say, the three of you usually have such good taste, and I feel like the taste is not in the room with us. Mama, where is the taste? Because I felt like listen. Yes, Billy, it was cute, sure. Yes, he's healing. Yes, he sold the music, so like screw the people about the music. But like, we paid you $10 million for what, brother? Like, that's what I can't. And maybe I'm too much of a capitalist, which is funny because y'all know me. I'm a sociology major. Sociology rhymes with a couple of things, like socialist. But that being said, yeah, I just am like, this is what people pay. You paid, $600 for weekend passes so that he could pull up YouTube. It'd be one thing if it was like stylized and maybe like, I don't know, there was a little bit of like a visual look to it, but like homeboy, I could have done that. Like, any of us could have done it. What was I don't know. And I also can't help but think, kind of to Michelle pointed out Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina, honestly, a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, but like it was a whole show and pony. I mean, there was ponies and horses and Justin just went out there. Like I think the expectations on women artists in that moment to me was so clear because like if Sabrina Carpenter went out there and pulled up YouTube, I mean the lashings, I mean she would have been more than the whole Zegruda. I mean people would have been even more pissed. So like I do love you all, but we've got to move on. I'm a little upset. But Michelle,
I'm
I
upset.
real quick, it seems like you were overwhelmed with Sabrina Carpenter at Coachella.
Not overwhelmed. Like I love her in general. I think she's such a good performer, like all around the dancing, the singing. Was that culture thing not a good look? No. But I don't think it was underwhelming. You
Okay.
you thought she didn't like do enough? I don't know.
I don't, it's tough. I just felt like it was like
I don't
she's
know.
created like this world very quickly, and it's very expected. Like she's gonna be a little sexy. She's gonna have like a little like, am I in the 1950s, boys? Like there's just gonna be some things, and I just can't help but feel like I haven't seen it, but I feel like I've seen it with her. Like I don't know if she'd come out with like black hair and like emo goth choir, I would have been like, whoa, like fantastic, Sabrina. Like
Oh.
it does feel like she's getting a little one note. Is that? I don't know. Sabrina
Hot
Carpenter
take.
stands. Carpenters, don't come after me. All right, moving on because okay, you guys know Lady Gaga and Doechii. I was gagged, and I heard the rumor, but it is official, and it is for the soundtrack of the Devil Wears Prada 2 movie. And of course, apparently there's more Gaga music in the movie as well. So that being said, what do we think of this little collab with this runway? Are we sashaying or are they sashaying out of the runway with this song? We'll go back to Michelle first.
Yeah, okay, so to be honest, when I first saw the trailer, I'm so in tune to what the storyline is. I wasn't listening to the music and then I re-listened. I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah, it's Gaga and Doja." And I couldn't hear it all, but from what I could hear, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a banger, but I mean, isn't all Gaga and Doechii songs like that? So, I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be great. That's all I have to
Michelle, the song is out.
say. It's out?
Wait, the song's out?
It
I
is
thought it was
out.
out
But you
yet.
know what? I wrote this like 2 weeks ago. I realized I messed up. I gave you guys the trailer with this full song is out. So, so that I'm gonna
No,
take the blame. That was me. I Justin Biebered it. I was very minimalist.
wow.
I did not
Give us a
update.
little. That's it.
But
Well, that's my opinion.
that's that's on me. Shar, did you only hear the snippet, or have you heard the full song and thoughts
You
on it?
know what? No, I've only heard the snippet, and I was just, what I was thinking about it? I think everybody's just so hyper focused on just the Devil's Wear Prada Part 2 coming out that, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a dynamic duo. Of course, the song's going to sound great, but I want to see the movie. I've been avoiding trailers like crazy. When they were filming, they were taking pictures like crazy, so I'm just ready for it to come out and check it out.
Absolutely. And the reviews are coming in really positive, which I think,
Good, yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
I think people saw the trailers and weren't sure how to feel about it, but the reviews have been like really, especially when you do a sequel after 20 years, like, oh, if it's
That
not
should
good,
be iconic. It should be.
it should be. Over to Allie. Allie, thoughts on, I mean, it could be, like Shar said, more thoughts on The Devil Wears Prada 2 at this point, but if you
Yeah.
didn't hear the full song, sorry.
I did not hear the full song. I only heard the snippet. I did not know it was out. But from the snippet, I was like, this is slaying the house down. Like, this is so good. I was like, Shantae, you stay, girl. Like, this is everything. It was giving like supermodel RuPaul. Like,
Yes.
it was giving very much that. So I loved it. I love the song. I'm actually like slap on the hand for me. I've never seen The Devil Wears Prada.
No.
So I have to see it before I see The Devil Wears Prada 2. I
That's
know,
your
bad, bad,
that's your
bad.
time.
Aw.
Okay, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna start here. Homework for Allie is to see
Yeah,
The Devil Wears Prada. I think it's on
yeah, yeah.
Hulu, so get
Yes.
to it. Chop chop.
Yeah.
And second, homework for me. Be better with the links that I sent you guys, and homework for all of you. Listen to the full song. It's been out for like 2 weeks, and that's on me. That's on me.
What do you think about the song?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think people were really hard on Gaga. I feel like people always expect Gaga, like they want like a Bad Romance 2.0, 3.0, 4.0.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it is a fun house song. It's like it's fun to read in the comments because someone was like, "Oh, it's too gay," and then someone's like, "It's not gay enough. It's too safe." And I'm like, "That's what's so funny to me is like, just enjoy the song." Like, and also like, it's no worse Prada. It's like a very housey like
Yes.
Runway song. I think it really fits, and
Yes.
I'm excited to hear more music. Especially like, there's a lot of rumors coming out that there might be Gaga and Chapel soon, and there might be like other
Mm.
things outside of the movie. So I think we're definitely getting ready for a feast between the movie and the music that's coming. Speaking of a feast, or should I say a coven, American Horror Story season 13 is going to be a continuation with Coven with the return of Mrs. Robichaux's Academy for Exceptional Young Ladies. That means we're getting Jessica Lange back, Emma Roberts, Sarah Paulson, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Evan Peters. Are we excited? I mean, season 3 of American Horror Story Coven, I think arguably is probably the season people know. Maybe we don't even care about American Horror Story, or do we think this is a little trite? And we'll go back to Allie with your 30 seconds starting now.
I love American Horror Story. Season 3 is actually my favorite season of all of them. Um, you know how I feel about a remake. I did talk about that in the last episode. I do feel like it's a little tired. However, I think if they do this right, I think it will be really good. I think American Horror Story is known for having really good original creative ideas. So if they can do something really original with bringing them back, I'm all in. I think it'll be great. I'm excited to see it. I think Coven is the best. Balenciaga.
And you just made me think, like, knowing Ryan Murphy, like, it's either going to start really well and end poorly, or start really poorly and end well.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're not going to get consistency.
We're not gonna get it's not gonna be good all the way through.
It's either going to jump the shark, or, like, it's going to, like, we'll be on the shark for so long that we're like, oh, wow, this is great. Over to Shark. Shark, I don't think in the history of our friendship we've ever talked about American Horror
No,
Story.
we haven't. I think it's honestly one of the best seasons of the series. I think it's going to be phenomenal to get Evan Peters
Yeah.
to come back, which he swore that he would never do, and the Jessica Lange. They read that script from top to bottom, and they knew that they had to be a part of it. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be great, and maybe even better than the first go round. We shall see. But everyone's back in the saddle, and I truly feel like that's for a reason.
Yeah. Over to Michelle, Michelle, I think you've been referred to sometimes as a little witchy. What do you think of the American Horror Story Coven season reboot part 2?
Listen, I have a cat here, but y'all, you're gonna hate me. I don't know anything about the first few seasons of American Horror Story. But in my defense, because I was a little bitch and I was too scared to watch it, I had to turn it off after like the first episode. I was so scared. And the only like seasons I've seen are with Emma and then that storyline with Gaga. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try this again. So I have to start over.
That's your
Other
time.
than that, that's it.
We have so much homework that you would think I would like. You guys have more homework than the actual students I teach speech class to. Like, I will say, I feel like my favorite. I'm an Asylum girly. I think that's my favorite
Yeah,
season.
love
But it could just
Asylum.
because like I don't know, like just like the it was just creepy and weird and confusing. But Coven, I will say, to me is the most humorous, and like the characters are very memorable in season 3. So we'll see. I think Shar, you had the best point with like Evan Peters, Jessica Lange. These people, they must have read that script and gone like, I gotta come back, because Jessica Lange, I mean, for years was like, I will die before you see me
Yeah,
back on that show. So for her to like be like, eh,
right?
I do think it might be the last season. I think this
I
might be the last
agree.
season. I think it's kind of been for last few seasons. I think I actually stopped watching with the slasher 1984 season. I don't even think I saw like that. I didn't see the Kim Kardashian season. I didn't see
I didn't
um
either.
yeah, there's a few the last few that I've like I'm checked out, but kind of checked back in. I will say that. We'll see how it's good.
I gotta check all the way back.
Yeah, you have a lot of work. So after
Lot
this
of work.
call, season 1, episode 1.
Yeah.
All right, memoir alerts. Woo, woo, woo. We have Lena Dunham going on her memoir media tour for her new book, Fame Sick. And this was wild. She was told to gain weight for girls, which I've never seen girls. She says Adam Driver was violent on set, but I think the one that is really that I can't get over is Lord allegedly called her Auntie Lena. Like when she was over in front of Jack Antonoff. And also, Jennie Garth gets real about rock bottom, sobriety, and being paralyzed by Luke Perry's death. So, yeah, this is a Lena or Jennie pick, or both, however you want to spin it. Michelle, thoughts on some of these memoir revelations?
Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot to say about either, to be honest. I never watched Girls.
Yeah.
I only know Lena as Taylor Swift's friend. Sorry. Jennie Garth, don't know much about her life. Uh, I'm glad that she's healing and putting that into memoirs and podcasts and doing something about, I don't know, coming on out on top. But that's all.
Listen, I appreciate when a contestant goes, I have really not much to say on this. Brendan is the king of that. The amount of times Brendan's literally gone like, I don't know anything, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm like, I appreciate it. Over to Shar. Shar, what's melting in your mind with these memoirs?
Yeah, I think with Lena, uh, just her bout of interviews has softened a lot of people's disdain for her. You can definitely see the growth in her as a woman within these interviews, what she's chosen to talk about. It's really interesting. As I loved Girls, that was like so iconic. Just seeing her talk about the power dynamics on set was actually pretty crazy. It was just a time, with Jenny Garner. I think it was really cool seeing her admit that Luke Perry wasn't this angel heartthrob that everyone thought he was. And she's just been really, real and honest about just her life post 90210. So I thought that that was like pretty
That's your
cool.
time. That's your time. And over to Allie about all these books. What do we think of some of these things that have been coming out of the book publications?
I'm in a similar boat with not really having a ton of opinions on this topic. But like, because honestly, Lena Dunham, from my understanding, when I was on Tumblr, it was told to me that she was problematic. And from that point on, I pretty much was like, okay. And I kind of like checked out from paying attention to her. So it is interesting hearing some of these stories kind of come out that she's sharing. And I know that there's like the Jack Antonoff Lord like weird triangle. So that's tea. I'm interested a little bit in that. But other than that, I don't know a ton about her. And Jennie Garth, that was a very sad story. It's very tragic. But I'm glad that she, again, like what Michelle said, she's trying to come out on top and she's healing and she's, sharing this with us. So
And that's your time.
yeah.
Allie, I actually really agree with you. Some of the stuff that Lena's done to me has been like, oh, like side eye for sure. I will say though, I can't get over the idea that like, Lord at the age of like 20 is calling Lena at the age of 30 Auntie Lena. I mean, imagine that disrespect. Imagine like, someone 20 years old coming to your house and being like, Auntie Shar, Auntie Allie. I'd be like, how old do you think I am? I don't know. That was wild to me. I will say like that kind of what Shar said, like I got a little sympathetic for Lena on that one. I was like,
While she was messing around with her man.
Yes.
You're like leaving that part out. Like while she's messing around
Was
with
she?
her man.
Yes.
Yes, like 1,000%. A
Yes.
1,000%.
but again, it's
Yes.
What?
melodrama, and that's a 10 out of 10
Yeah.
pop record. So I don't
Yeah.
without that cheating, would we have that beautiful album? And is the album worth it? It might be.
Uh,
But
Dang.
yeah, that I just can't get over it. Like you're
Yeah.
cheating on my man and calling me auntie. Like honestly,
The
it
nerve.
would have been manslaughter. Not like that would have been reduced down. I'm sorry. Oh man, and we gotta end it with oh gosh, you guys, Euphoria season 3 is here. It is debuted very poorly on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know where it's at yet. I know it debuted at 56%. I can't imagine it's gone up too high. And Zendaya and others have directly said this is the last season. Very clear the vibes are bad. Also, at the red carpet, apparently Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney totally avoid each other. Is the show cooked? I haven't even been watching. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta. It's one of those shows that I haven't watched, so that's my homework is to finally watch Euphoria, if not for the cultural zeitgeist rather than enjoying it. But over back to Allison on thoughts on all this Euphoria shenanigans happening.
I also have not been watching, so that's homework that I'm gonna have to do as well. But I do love the tea and the drama of Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney like avoiding each other and not wanting to really be associated with each other. I read the article that you had sent over a little bit, and it was talking about how, they have very different political opinions and they really don't want to be associated with Zendaya particularly does not want to be associated with Sydney Sweeney because of that. And I think hot take, Sydney Sweeney is overrated, and I think she's really over sexualized in a way that makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
Oh, and that's the team.
That's
the team
it.
there.
And that's it.
Over to Shar. Shar, are you feeling euphoric, or are you like Allie and you are? There's no euphoria here for Euphoria.
Yeah, I've actually been watching it. I just saw the second episode yesterday. She's definitely Sydney Sweeney in it is over sexualized. If you don't want to see her in a diaper, just on OnlyFans, the whole character arc is just taken a complete like it turned for the worst. As far as just the red carpet drama, I did see photos with all of the cast together. From my knowledge, Zendaya arrived an hour late, probably to avoid certain people, maybe not. But I don't know. I think that this season's going to be okay. It's not the greatest, though.
That's your
Yeah.
time. Over to Michelle. Michelle, any thoughts on the Euphoria situation?
Yes. So I'm watching. I'm all caught up too. I saw the episode 2. Do I think the show is cooked? Not necessarily, but is it the same as what it was? Obviously not. There was so much time that went by for filming that, and then unfortunately, we lost the actors, Eric Dane, Angus Cloud, like so sad. And I think Zendaya is too big for the show now, and not in a bad way. I think she has so much going on. She has so many great movies and more coming out that I don't even know if it's the feud why she was staying away from certain people. I think she just has so much going on that she's like, all right, I have time for this, and then I got to go here, and then I got to go do that. I feel like she's too grown and too healthy to even care about a feud.
Mhm. That's
And
your time. I will say it reminded me a little bit of a TikTok that I don't know if anyone saw this. Maybe it was on Instagram, but they're talking about the red carpets and how these days the red carpet literally is like all these like influencers, like no one to really talk to. It's D grade people, and then all the stars come in like the last 10 minutes of the red carpet, and that people like maybe E News is getting them, Entertainment Tonight maybe is getting them, and like no one like there's the access is kind of drying up because right, we're in this age where like celebrities can control their own media, they control their own social, they control their own PR versus like back in the day, you'd have to suck up to press, you'd have to suck up to reporters. So it makes me think of that too, like with her being late to the red carpet or showing up like she doesn't need it. She doesn't need the press. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sydney Sweeney. Also, this came in today. This is hot breaking news. Sydney Sweeney's cameo from The Devil Wears Prada 2 was cut out, allegedly because it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense in the edit. Yeah, like
I
the
didn't even
edit
know she
didn't
was
make
in that
sense.
or going to be in that.
I guess she had like a 3 minute cameo, like right in the beginning. Like I guess they're styling Sydney Sweeney, and that got cut. And I love when people are like Megan. Did anyone see Megan Trainor cancel her whole tour? And
Yes.
it was because of ticket sales, but she was like, "Y'all, this new album, I just am focusing on the new album. Girl, that album's been locked for months. Tickets weren't selling. I hate the era we live in where it's like it is really obvious why things are happening, but people are like,
Yeah.
keeping it hush hush.
Same with J-Lo.
Yeah, like I mean, Madison Square Garden, I chuckled at that one. Like that was she had 2 nights at Madison Square
Wait,
Garden.
it was two?
Yeah, and Megan Trainor, like even
Two?
That's crazy.
and
That's
so
Two? I
ridiculous.
mean, one,
she's
I'd give her
saying
one.
that
I
like
would give her
her
one because there's
marriage.
8 million people there's
that
got to
was
be
Madison
enough
awesome.
moms
Square
at Target who are going to
Garden.
come to the Madison Square Garden. But 2
Like, give me
nights.
a break. Yeah. And whatever, like save your marriage or
Yeah.
whatever she's saying, the
Yeah.
baby, but we all know that it's like poor
Yeah.
ticket sales.
I
Like,
mean,
give me a
that's
break.
like me
Oh
doing
yeah.
the garage shop here in Cleveland for 2 nights in a row. Yeah, like I'm going to be struggling to fill out that first night, y'all. And we're going to get half capacity at night 1, and that's
Yeah.
it. We don't need a night 2.
I
Oh,
Yeah.
hated that.
my goodness. Well, it has been another great episode of Pop It, and it is time to reveal the math. And according to my tally marks, with 23 points, Allie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Michelle with 23 points.
Oh.
Oh, which leaves me over to Shar with 24 points. Congratulations, Shar. I think you had some really good bangers today, and you just
Thank you.
barely
Thank
iced
you.
out. I almost thought it was gonna
Thank
be a
you.
three-way tie. I was getting a little worried. I was gonna be like, no, everyone's gonna have to say something because, as you know, winner gets the floor to talk about anything we didn't talk about, or you know, your 30-second victory speech, Shar, starts now.
Um, oh, Matt, I know you don't like Demi Lovato, but I thought it was really sweet that like Joe came out and Selena came out
Yeah.
and I saw her opening night. It was just the kindest thing ever. And that really like warmed my heart as a Disney kid. So I was wondering if you guys like saw that and how cute that was. Especially like Demi and Selena, they were like a dynamic duo. So
Yeah. I saw that and I loved that.
yeah.
And somebody commented on TikTok, like, I can't believe we almost lost her. And I was like, this is so,
Oh,
like, that
Yeah.
is so true. I love Demi Lovato.
It's
Okay,
like a full circle moment
Matt,
for the
you
both
don't
of
like
them.
Demi?
I wanted to put for the record, she has gotten better. I think there was a period of time, it was like with the Sam Smith
I'm
collab song
offended.
and the fat free
I'm
ice
sorry, I
cream.
put Matt on
Remember,
Was it
blast.
was it the
I'm
yogurt, the
it was
frozen
the
yogurt?
fat free yogurt where she's like,
Yeah.
why does this fat free yogurt exist? And I was like,
I get that.
that annoyed. That was like, because I'm just thinking, like, girl, why do you care? Like, also, there's some guy with diabetes coming in the yogurt shop. He wants his fat free yogurt. But then it was that, and like the Sam Smith song. There was a period, and I want to say maybe it was COVID related, where like she just, oh, I couldn't get down. But I will say, like, I lately have been not. I don't know if enjoying is the word, but like I see her pop up, or I'm like, okay, Demi, like you're good, you're good. But I will say that the fat-free yogurt incident is like that is seared. Like
That
I'm
was
gonna be
serious.
at the old folks' home, like that. I will remember that. Like that's not leaving my brain anytime soon. I can't get over it. So, but all
Yes,
right,
thank you, Matt,
well,
for having us.
wait, what was that, Shar? Sorry.
No, I was saying thank you so much for having us. This
My
is
God, of
always so fun.
course. I
Yeah.
listen. We had to move this a couple times. We had a busy Sunday. We had a national holiday to observe.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad. Thank you for being patient with me and my scheduling and my assistant, which is me. So, but we'll be back for more Pop It, and have a great rest of your day, guys.